Well, good morning, folks. Hey, the old fisherman back with you. We on Lake Murray this morning. And hey, this morning we're gonna try a Gulp Alive on a 64th jig head. At the top hook, got a swivel coming down about 8 inches to a jig head. And then we're going about 2 foot below that and putting a sandworm, Gulp Sandworm, new penny and color on a 64th with a little split shot above it. We're gonna see if we can catch a couple fish in here this morning. Right off the bat, I believe I see a few crappies right out there. It might be perch. Them big perch will get in here and they look like crappies. We're gonna see if we can catch a couple of them this morning on Lake Murray. Glad you could be with me. We're using a St. Croix 6 foot 9 inch rod. And we're using a little Fluger President reel with 8 pound Power Pro braid and 6 pound leader this morning. They might not bite. We've had awful windy conditions, storm went through, but I see a few crappies out there. We can make them bite. I caught some crappies the other day on this doggone sandworm. They wouldn't hit nothing else. And I found out they had to be a slow retrieve to catch them. Just a slow retrieve. But that was at another area of the lake. Every area is different. And at that time, the wind was blowing like crazy too, so that makes a difference too with fish biting. I passed up the stripers schooling because there was a lot of boats out there and I didn't want to get involved in all of that. But I might have messed up. Well, did he all right there? You see them right there. That's a whole school of fish right there. I don't know why they ain't biting, but they out there. Them's crappies. Them's crappies. I bet money on that. We're gonna find out if they'll bite. They ain't hitting this. They're running from it. That ain't a good sign. And there you go. You got one. Let's see what he's on. That's a nice one too. I don't know, I believe that's crappie. That's crappie. Big old crappie too. He's on that darn sandworm. He's on that sandworm. Look at that, what a crappie. On that sandworm. Big one. I tell you, they love that darn sandworm. And the key is just to reel it slow. That is a slab. It gets all in the gills. There it is. Look at that, what a fine crappie. That, my friend, is a fine crappie on a darn sandworm. I'm gonna tell you, a whole sandworm too. The big old sandworm. Maybe they'll catch big old crappies. Number one, son. We got number one. Let's see if we can catch another on the sandworm. If I don't break my rod before I do it. They'll hit that sandworm now, I tell you that right now. They take it too. Let's try that again. Let's see if we get back on them. Get a nutting. We're just gonna take our time. I see perch down there too, but they ain't biting. We're gonna concentrate on these crappies right if we can find them again. Man, they ain't taking it. There he goes. There he goes. That's a perch, though. Yep. No, it's brim. Brim on a doggone Gulp Alive. Y'all see him? Nice brim. He jumped out the bucket. Them brim bad about that. They'll throw them in a bucket, they'll circle around and gone. Brim was something. He's on it. Hey, perch. There's perch. That's what they are, white perch. It's them big white perch again. Don't sling it off, boy. Don't sling it off. It's them big white perch again. Y'all see it? Sit in here and catch these babies. They're right on the boat now. Right there. There he goes. We getting on them now. Got to make them start biting what it is. White perch. That's a brim now. Catching everything here. Crappie, white perch, and brim. On that Gulp worm, every one of them. Folks, we pull over to the other brush and we got us a big old slab crappie. What? On a a sandworm. Y'all see it? He finally took it. The big old slab in here. Big old slab. Sandworm. Oh my. Sandworm. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. When he got this camera going. He come up there and crushed it. That sandworm in the clear water. Big old slab. Kind of read about. And where? Slab magazine. Look how he eat that sandworm, buddy. He swallowed that thing. They will hit that sandworm. They will definitely hit that sandworm. Look at that. Ain't that a pretty one? Look at that. Rehook it. Let's see if we can rehook it. Try that again. There's a bite. One bumped it. There you go. We got him. Brim. Nice one though. That's a big old brim right there. Oh my, that's a big old brim right there. Unless I got two. That's a big brim if it's a brim. I got two. Two, and one of them is a monster brim. Great day, what a brim. A little stripe on the brim, look at that. Look at him peeing. I mean a monster brim. Kind of read about in Brim magazine. Ow, calm down, boy. The stripe hit a worm, believe it or not. And the brim hit the a sandworm. Oh Lord, real worm versus sandworm right now. Well, see if we can put another sandworm on. Going through them babies. Slung it off. That was a nice brim though. Probably one of the beast ones of the day. Try that again. All right, let's see what we can find. Right there's some brim right down in me. Shallow. Maybe they out here shallow. The big old brim. There's some brim right there. Looks to me like 13 foot of water. Yeah, that's brim. One bumped it. There he goes. See how big they are. Rockfish. Them ain't nothing but darn rockfish. On my darn gut worm, he gonna tear it up. Just put it on. Dead flame rockfish. They put millions of them things in this lake. As many as they put in there, would not even be a limit on rockfish. Because they don't raise in here, so they put them in here. I don't want to get a limit on them, to be honest with you. I don't want to try to protect them. There's plenty of them here. And them little ones that get around the brush just like brim and crappie. Right there looks like a bunch of something. Probably rockfish. I got something reached up there and got that little piece of bait that I had on there. And it looked like a crappie. I ain't too sure that ain't a crappie. And I didn't have nothing but a little tiny bit of a worm on there. And that's what he hit, folks. It wasn't even the tail. It was the top part of that worm that crappie come got. Ain't that something? I caught one the other day on the doggone cut bait. Well, I caught one right there on a piece of a worm, the backside of a sandworm is what he hit. Of course, he took it, but that's what he hit. Look at that. A beauty. A doggone beauty. Let's get us another sandworm out. Maybe they don't want the big part. Maybe we ought to split them again. Maybe trying to tell me something. Let's cut in two. Let's cut it in two and see what happens. What I was doing earlier. Them crappies are moving around out there. Whole school of them out there. I'm gonna take this earthworm off and put the other half of that sandworm on the top. What I'm gonna do, that I just caught him on a piece of sandworm. What that fish hit. All right, let's get back up there. Hey, there's a few crappies out there. They're moving around, but there's a few crappies out there. Let's see if we can get another one of them crappies. Them crappies are hanging a little bit farther out than what these brim are hanging. And you got to put it on them to catch them. Right there they are. Right there. Hey, out yonder. They're way out yonder. Way out yonder. That's where they at. Right there. That's the crappies. Let's see if we can reel it through there and catch one of them. Right there. There he goes. Boy, he nailed it. That joker nailed it. If that's a crappie, he nailed it. I don't know what it is yet. It's a nice one, whatever it is. Brim. Look at the size of that brim. Peeing too. Look at the size of that brim. Great day. Whoppers. I'm talking whoppers. Trying to keep them from jumping out. That brim was out there with them crappies. Right there they are. Right out there. Right out there. That joker took it, buddy. He did not play with it. He took it. See if we can get a nudding. Right there's crappies in there. You see them right there. We can reel it through there and catch one. Right there they are. Spooking. They're spooking down. We got one. We got him. We got off. Golly bum, he got off. Oh man, that was a nice crappie too. He just got off. Tad, blame it. Try it again. I hate that. I hate losing them. Yes, there you go. That ain't no crappie there, that's another brim. Nice one though. Big old brim, look at that. Big old brim. Well, we're catching brim, but we ain't catching crappie. Got a bucket full of fish. Try that again. They still out there. Right out there. Hey, yeah, did get a nudding. I don't know if it's a brim or a crappie, but we got a nudding. Shows the world it's a brim. Big old brim. I mean, big ones. Maybe they brim out there instead of crappies. And I think they crappies. They ain't, they brim. Possibility. Hide nose. Possibility I just missed that freaking bot because the net was over it. Good possibility. Throw it right out there. Tell you what, when them brown hit that thing, they take it now. They don't play around. That's nothing. There's a nothing. There's a nothing. Another brim. No, a little crappie. A baby crappie. I'm gonna throw that in back. He's too little. About 8 inches, but I'm gonna throw him back. Baby crappie. All right, folks, pull over to another place. I think it's a couple crabbies on here. We can catch one of them, I don't know. Thought it was, now I ain't too sure. They're down deep. Let's get back in position and throw one of them deeper. Right down yonder. He come over there and looked at it, but he didn't take it. They ain't wanting it. There he goes. There he goes. Got him. Got him. Finally got him. It's a brim. It's a brim. It is a brim. He's a eater too. Took my darn sandworm. That rascal. When you think they'd take the doggone. No, I mean worms, they take the sandworm. And took it off. So they brims what's out there. Dead blame brim. See if we catch nothing on him. Get back up there. What the world's wrong with my camera? What's wrong with my camera? It ain't coming on. We got a fish. We got us a crappie. I'm playing with the camera and the crappie done took it. Oh my. Huh? SLAB booze too. That's a crappie. Sure is. I knew darn well that's crappies. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. That's a good one, folks. That's a good one. Another SLAB on a sandworm. You see it. I told you there's crappies out there. Y'all didn't want to believe it. Look at that water crappie. A good one. A good one. Sandworm. Sandworm. Y'all see it? Sandworm. What? Look at that. Ain't that a pretty one? Look at that. That's a beauty, ain't it? Let's put him in the bucket. Let's put him in the bucket. Oh, where my brim went. There he is. Hey. God blame it. They want to jump out. I'm gonna have to cover them up with net. How about that, folks? There he goes. Got him. Got him. Hopefully that's a brim. That ain't no crappie there. That's another big brim. Look at that. Got him on that sandworm though. Look at that. Beautiful brim. On that doggone sandworm. And that's over the real worm, folks. Over the real worm. Huh. Well, I'm thinking. They ain't hitting a real worm. They hitting a sandworm. Shorten it up. Put it back on there. See what happens. They ain't hitting this real one. Let's pull a Gulp live min on this. Try that again. All right. Wipe my hands off, get back out there. All right. See if we can catch another. They're looking at it. We got him. He took it. He took it. That's another crappie too. Oh my, that's another crappie. That is definitely another crappie. Might be two. Big old crappie. Look at the size of that crappie. Hey, day. Look at the size of that doggone crappie on a sandworm. He didn't hit the Gulp alive. He hit the sandworm. Huh? Look at that. I don't want to tear up my worm. I'm trying to be ginger. Look at that. Beauty. A beauty. Hey, we done caught a couple of nice crappies in here. We might catch a couple of nice more in here. Hey, we having a good day today. Slow but sure. I need to go home, but Lord have mercy, this is fun. NFL Sunday, but hey, as long as I get to see the Kansas City play, that's my favorite team in the NFL. I love that quarterback, Mahomes. I'd like to take him fishing. Anybody can throw a ball like that, I know he can catch a fish with the old fisherman. All right, let's get back up here. Hey, we got something going on. Got a little ripple out here. I think that might be the reason. But it's in the middle of the day. It's 12:25. I'm normally heading back toward the house. I got one more spot I want to fish now. So I don't know, Logan's gonna be a little bit upset with me. Probably already is. Logan, he pouts now. He'd go from couch to couch, look at me like he ain't happy at all. He pouting. When I ain't got him out there on his wonderful golf cart ride, he pouts. That's what he does. There's a couple out there. There ain't a lot of them out there. There's a couple. Getting too close to them. We got too close to them. Let's see if I can let the wind blow me off up without hitting trolling motor. We too close. They there. You see them right there on the fish finder. They swarming all in there. Crappies too. Crappies and Bream. There he is. Got him. Got him. That's a Bream. We catch a crappie and then we catch a Bream. I don't know how big he is. He ain't no big one. A little Bream. See, I downsized on that worm and I get brown bites. Seems like the crappies like the bigger worm. But hey, we got to do what we got to do. It's funny how sometimes them Bream will eat that darn Gulp alive when it's meant up, and sometimes they will not touch it. Yeah, I ain't seeing the crappies now. There he goes though. Got one with up. Had one. Bream. What that was. It wasn't no crappie. Darn Bream done pulled my jig down. What he done? Throw it back out, y'all. Way out there. There you go, Bream. That Bream pegging it. More Bream. More Bream. We got him. That's a good one. That ain't no Bream. That's a crappie. I believe that's a crappie, folks. I believe that's another. No, it ain't. Two Bream. Two Bream. Two nice ones. Look at that. One time. Beautiful Bream. Huh? Look at that. two nice bluegills at one time. Took my sandworm though. Go did. Took it and gone. Oh man. Let's see if we can get another worm on there. We're using up all our worms. I bought 4 packs, but 2 of the packs are camouflaged. I don't know if they're gonna hit that or not. They did it one time, but I don't know now. They might hit it better, but I ain't gonna open it up until I'm ready to use it. See if we can catch one on that. That worm ain't on that straight. I don't like it. I like them straight. I don't like them crooked. And that one's crooked. That's kind of crooked. I don't know if they'll hit that or not. We're gonna try it. Back up. It's been over a year since I've been in this spot. I showed it on YouTube and I lost it for a year. I couldn't get back on it. Yeah, I'll go by it today and see a few fish on it. That's what happens to most of my places. When I post them on YouTube, somebody takes them over. That's the way it is. I don't like it, but ain't nothing I can do about it. Quit YouTube. And I've debated whether I should because of that. It might be mostly brim. There he is. Got him. Got him, but he's a brim. I don't know how big he is, but he's a brim. He's big enough. He's big enough to keep. We're getting some brim today, folks. We sure are. Got a bucket full of fish today. We done caught more fish today than we've been catching. A smorgasbord. All right, folks. Let's see if we can get the cameras going and see if we can catch a couple here. We got to go home. I see a few out there. Brim probably. They look little, unless they're small crappie. Uh-oh, I caught my doggone camera. Well, that's a small crappie. There's something out there. Let's reel it through there and see if we can catch one of them. There he goes. Oh, I missed him. Dad blame it. He took my Gulp alive, man. A rascal. Put another on. All right, get back relocated on these fish. I was hoping there's gonna be a couple crappies here, but I don't think it is. All I'm seeing is brim. Bunches of them though. Hey, day. Bunches of brim out there. They're right on that bottom too. Them small fish. Them ain't big fish. I don't think. we got to go anyhow. It might be some big brim out there. I don't see any crappies. Right there goes a brim. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a big old brim right there, folks. That's a monster brim right there. Poor. He's a doggone poor. Got him on that sandworm. Hand size.